Welcome to the Slip Chasers podcast, your go-to podcast for all things sports betting. Whether you're chasing that next big slip or ending a losing streak, we've got you covered. Let's go slip chasing. Today, we're breaking down the Chiefs absolutely getting mopped in the Super Bowl and the new 2026 Super Bowl odds conference rival game between Purdue and Wisconsin's Iron Bowl showdown. I'm your host, Queso, joined by my two hosts, ISO Ike, ex-D1 Hooper, and Q, former pro Hooper who knows the game's inside and out. We're here to offer you insights and betting angles for all your locks this week. Make sure to click that like and subscribe button. Most importantly, stay till the end for our 3-leg weekly parlay. Fellas, let's talk about the ass whooping. Somebody called the damn cops. There was a fucking massacre. Holy shit. What the fuck happened? We thought Saquon was going to get stopped and that's how the Chiefs can win the game. But no, that clearly isn't what happened.
Yeah, man, it was a massacre. I rode with the Eagles on the money line. I felt good about it. I didn't think it was going to be that much of a rout. But, I mean, the Chiefs, they were playing with fire all year. And it caught up with them. I mean, they got beat at every phase of the game, offense, defense, the trenches, quarterback play, special teams. It's good to kind of see the Eagles, Jalen Hurts kind of get over that hump. But I think this could be a hot take. I think this kind of affects Mahomes' legacy slightly. Hugh, what you think?
Why do you say that? Oh, he's still young though.
He is still young. He's compared to Brady and Brady only. That's the only person he's going to be compared to. And his 2 Super Bowl losses, I want to say he's lost by a combined, 60 or 70, because Tampa, they beat them 20 or 30.
I kind of agree with you.
They just got beat.
Only because they did the same thing with LeBron.
What was it, 18? A little bit of dressing up at the end with a couple of those garbage time throws. But, both Super Bowl losses are blowouts.
I mean, they say that tainted his legacy. So I guess you could see it like that, but nobody remembers Brady's losses though. At the same time.
Yeah.
Everybody talks about his. So I mean, as long as he keeps winning, he should be. But huh? Defense.
Yeah. No, Brady's what, 7-3 in Super Bowls.
That's a fact.
Well, the knock on Brady was a couple of his Super Bowls where
you still got to score.
I guess led by the defense. At least you could say with Mahomes, Mahomes really engineered all his
some bad games too.
He was the driving force behind them shits. Unlike Brady, maybe in his first 2 or 3, he has some cold ass defense back in them past days. So.
He got the Belichick defense.
Yeah, you got to score. But shoot, they won 1 Super Bowl 13-3, was it? They won 1 Super Bowl 13-3. And then, like I said, those first couple, the defense really carried them. But yeah, man, shout out to the Eagles, man. Congrats to them. It was pretty cool to see Saquon kind of bring it home. I know there was a lot of talk about him resting because he had a lot of carries going into his body, resting for the playoffs. Well, I guess it turns out they made the right decision because, man, he only had 58 yards rushing in the game, but they probably centered their whole game plan around stopping them. So that freed up Hurts.
Well, letting Jalen Hurts,
I think like what you said last
I guess that's the game plan. But at the same time,
load the box.
Once he got going, he got going.
As a result of that, all the passing offense got through. Devontae Smith, AJ Brown, both have good games against the Chiefs.
Unfortunate.
Yeah,
they were from the beginning.
I felt like everybody who bet on the Chiefs was saying, "Oh, their only handicap was Oh, you
So
can't bet
they
against
have
Mahomes.
nobody up for like free
Oh,
agent. They don't have
Andy
to pay
Reid.
nobody. You know nothing.
That's the only reason. And I thought about it. I'm like, that's a good reason.
Shit.
There is a game that has to be played at the end of the day. You can't just go off just, name value Mahomes. And I was also thinking the Eagles would be hungrier. Clearly they were.
He was balling.
I mean,
Revenge factor.
exactly. Revenge factor. Man, they got a young team. They're pretty much built to get back.
Off
Which is
rip.
the crazy thing about it. Like their defense.
Man, Patty looked bad. Patty looked bad. That was a bad game. It was like
They
23
got
They
total
got a
yards
really
in the first
young
half.
D
Yeah,
line.
I mean, they got Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis, the big
Brandon
dude from
Graham.
Georgia. Brandon Graham's old, but he's probably gonna stick it out there.
Again?
Then you got their secondaries,
Not
Quinyon
again.
Mitchell.
There's
You got
no
the
way.
white dude, Cooper DeJean, whatever.
That is awesome for
Oh, I
him.
haven't seen
Pick
anything
six
about
on Black History Month from a white quarter
Man, he out there wild.
to the crib. Pac will have to go drink with his dad and brother, man.
Did you see his dad has a DUI already?
Oh, for real?
The Super Bowl.
One
You
of the stats
got
just
another
left.
one?
Yeah, DUI. Yep. It's his third one.
Oh,
I saw a video where he was
Saints. Oh, okay.
he was about getting a fight with some white dude.
Yeah, facts.
Is 16-1
That's-
since shaving his head
Facts.
mid-season.
Facts.
So maybe he should keep that head
Put some
shaved.
respect on next year on his name. He's putting his name up there with some of the better coaches that are coaching right
He was getting
No.
so much hate.
now. OC.
I mean, I
tell
think
him
Jalen
more.
Hurts is
Just watching the
stronger.
Saints. I mean, that's a big loss, man. That's their
like 500 or
Offensive
something, like 600, like that. He was doing
I
something
mean,
crazy.
they
at
still
one
got Vic Fangio,
Yeah.
the defensive coordinator. He's still there.
They still got the tush push. I don't think you
Yeah,
need a lot of offensive mind for
So
that
I'm
one.
standing next to Tiny.
What do y'all think? Should he get
Regular.
banned?
Yeah. Yeah, he about 6'7".
I mean, you can see some people don't. I mean, it's clearly not 100% rate. And Josh Allen, big ass, couldn't get in there for whatever reason. He couldn't get in there.
Mike,
So and they got it down pat. Yeah, I think so too. People
Yeah.
act like Jalen Hurts don't squat.
It's-
He squat something crazy.
bro, he
I
not
was thinking 600.
bro.
Yeah, he squats.
he not better. He not
Crazy.
bigger than Chris. Paul.
600.
He squat like running back weight. Like
But the
real
Nick
running
Robinson's
back
out
weight.
there, man.
And how tall is he? He isn't
Like
that
6'1".
tall, but hey, those are some strong ass lower body.
You might be taller.
Jalen Hurts. Jalen Brown was 6'7".
And it's always crazy seeing the difference between just an average high NBA player compared to any NFL player.
Yeah,
Is Josh Allen pretty
you
much
see,
average?
it was like all the Eagles players next to LeBron. You see, it was AJ Brown. AJ Brown is a big receiver. Like he known as a big receiver. Man, he was like a point guard. What? I was gonna say, man. I'm like, dang, he making AJ Brown. AJ Brown one of the bigger receivers in the league. He made them dudes look. That's crazy.
You didn't
Nah,
want to
think
have
about it,
Fortini?
bro. I'm DK Metcalf size, like in the NFL, like 6'4", 225. 6'4", 225, like in the NFL, like that's damn near a tight end.
Y'all would have won.
Like, was there any
Shit.
moment of your career you thought about just stick with football instead of
Oh
basketball?
yeah, shoot. Where I'm from, it's a football town.
Oh, no, I ain't
It's like Friday Night Lights. It's
Yeah.
like Friday Night Lights. It's like white people like, we're going to win, Stephanie. Like nobody, like ghost town on Friday
Where
night.
my
Nobody at
lions
the
at,
grocery
dog?
store. Like everybody's at the football game. But they try to get you in there and lift at
Really?
like 8th and 9th grade because they're like,
Why?
we're going to build this
'cause,
football
I mean,
program.
it-
And I'm
yeah.
like, man, I'm not about to be
They
out
did
here
have
lifting
injuries.
like when I'm 15, 16
Yeah.
years old. They trying to make me all stocky and build me up for football, so I couldn't really get down with it there. Hell no.
Oh, no.
Them niggas in Fort Union, they was going to Georgia,
Yeah. Yeah,
Clemson,
we don't see it.
Florida. Couldn't get down with them.
Have y'all seen the Super Bowl odds for 2026 that just came out?
Mm-mm. I know the
Here, let me share the screen so that we can all see this.
It was lower than I thought. The 49ers, if I remember, were up there at a decent. Yeah. They were like plus 1,500.
Y'all see it?
Yeah.
Okay, good. That makes sense.
Y'all see it?
That makes
We'll just go right into it.
like though.
For the 5-figure odds, what are y'all thinking? If there's any values looking from the preseason Super Bowl odds currently? Not gonna lie. Panthers, 13,000. Bryce Young looking up and up at the end of the season. The coach seems like he have the locker room in control. I think the team is behind him. And our division sucks.
Yeah.
Holy crap. The best one is
I would like
Baker
that.
Mayfield.
Yeah.
And everybody else suck. The Falcons can think they can do well, but I'm sorry.
I mean,
they're
the
not.
Panthers,
They're going to suck with
that's
us.
probably the best one. If I had to choose one out of these, out of the 5-digit ones, I probably would go with the Raiders. Just because they got some talent,
Got that for sure.
but also, they have a competent coach now in Pete Carroll, and I also think they're going to make a move at quarterback. So if you get ahead of some of these odds, if you kind of anticipate maybe the quarterback move, you might get some good value on some of these odds. For instance, the Raiders. For the Raiders, I mean, Tom Brady's calling the shots. So you got to think Tom Brady's not going to go another season with shitty quarterback play.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking they could go out there.
I like the Texans and the
get
Vikings.
maybe a Kirk Cousins, maybe move up in the draft.
I like the Texans
heard
offense
where
with CJ. CJ had a bad
Giants are
season, but
open
he
to
got
trading
going
their
at the
number one
end.
pick. Obviously, there is a relationship between Shador and Tom Brady. Maybe they trade
And I
up
like
to the number
and I
one
like the
spot and
Vikings because my
draft
boy JJ
Shador.
about to be a starting quarterback next year. So, JJ to
Who
JJ
knows?
is exciting football right there.
So you know how
Yes,
some
sir.
players
Yes,
aren't
sir.
great
I need
coaches.
that. I just seen a
You think
report
Tom
today
Brady
saying that trying
would
to
be
get
a
rid
good
of
scout
not trying to get rid of, but
because
I
he
think
knows
Sam Darnold
quarterback
wants out,
clearly.
or they're willing to trade him.
Yeah, I think he'd be a good scout. He need to
Well,
keep
his
his
contract
ass off that broadcast booth. He's not the best broadcaster. I think Tony Romo got that locked down, but he can sit back behind the scenes and make decisions about what's the best quarterback for his franchise because he knows good quarterback play.
okay.
That's not hard to evaluate good quarterback play from his perspective.
Q, what do you think from these
Yeah,
teams right
he
here?
did
You
play
think they
good this
are
year for
ranked
sure.
accordingly?
Would you grab him if you're Tom?
Texans is a good one. Texans good value because of their division.
Right. I agree with that. I'm high on Shador. I'm a Harbaugh fan. I'm a Harbaugh fan.
Sam Darnold got a bag waiting on him somewhere. So if I was him, I would want out too. He got other teams that's going to be willing. I don't know exactly how it's structured.
Oh,
I
Nick
think they
straight,
bought him
man.
in on a
Don't do
one-year
that.
deal, and they were kind of evaluating him as like a placeholder while they brought along JJ McCarthy.
I like both.
And now, they were kind of expecting him to be ass, and then they could let him go after 1 year and then bring JJ on the next year. But then he ended up doing pretty good this year, so now they had the option to re-sign him.
Man, they lucked
But I
up
think
this
he
year,
wanted to hit
dog.
free agency
We've been saying it
because he
all
could get a
year.
bigger bag at
All
Cleveland.
them-
I would throw Sam Darnold $40 million a year. I would. Yes.
Nasty.
Yes. Matter of fact, that's one of the teams he's being linked to.
Hey, I thought about you
Darnold
when
is
it
the
dunked like that
Raiders.
too, Ike.
I would, if I was Tom, I would make that move.
The Broncos.
But I would move up and grab Shador first. Yeah, because then you get a quarterback on his rookie deal. Then you can fill out the roster. That's how you build a team. But I see my Chargers there at plus 2,800.
The Chiefs plus 7.
I was waiting.
Second year, Jim Harbaugh. Oh, this gonna be the year Justin rewrite the narrative.
Oh, at least
I
it's
got a lot of people
at
on
least
my
it's
boy
tied
Hayes
with Bills and Ravens, though.
through 4 picks
I like
against the
second.
Texans. Rough way to go out, but man, we about to reload that receiver. Second year with Harbaugh. Chiefs ain't about to be shit next year because they've been to
Hey,
Super Bowl 3
read
years
to
in
the
a row,
Ravens,
so we're
y'all.
about to have a serious hangover.
Flip it.
Raiders ain't shit. Bo Nick's
Flip it.
ass.
To the
Straight.
Him.
I'm tripping.
No, he would.
Bo
DC
Nix
right
might
there.
be your biggest competition
for real.
next year.
I'm not worried about the Chiefs next year. For some reason, I'm not. I feel like they're gonna have. I feel like they'll still be a playoff team. Obviously, they'll probably still win the division, but I can see the Chiefs being 11-6 next year or something like that.
You ain't lying.
And they're not gonna be 11-6.
That's what I'm
There's
hearing,
so
though.
many games they got lucky.
Yeah, plus 2,800. I like that.
That's love.
The Broncos game.
My man needs a wide receiver, bro.
A doink kick. Damn, I had the money line right there.
It's
Son of a bitch.
crazy, man.
Wow. Which kick?
Yeah.
The
Oh
Broncos.
my gosh. Man, I was the same thing with the Washington kick. You remember that?
I would like to meet the guy
Man,
who
that joint
is
was
picking
loud.
all these receivers for Lamar Jackson football. His talent tree is trash.
Yeah, that's not it. I wish you can bet against that if there was like an inverse odd of that.
Run it
But
down.
I don't think they will win their Super Bowl next year.
But he led the league in drops.
Yeah, I would have had the Ravens second. I think the Commanders are a little high.
And
I told you the 49ers are up there. I would put the Bengals before. I would put the Bengals after the Lions. I heard that too.
I feel like that would be such a waste.
Tyreek could lose his mind in Baltimore. Ah, man, he a Florida boy, man. Tyreek don't know what to do in cold ass Baltimore. he'd be down there in Florida crying about, huh? Man, he gonna be getting slammed on the pavement up there in Baltimore like he was in Florida. Get on the ground, put your hands behind your back. No, that'd be crazy. Lamar, Derrick Henry, and Tyreek, man, that's not fair. That's not fair. I want to see it happen. You're probably look old. Yeah. And throwing the Rashad Bateman as your number one option can only.
yeah, I think
Oh,
and
it
they
makes you
just came
so
off that
fun.
loss to
Hey,
Michigan.
Zayflower.
No,
Zayflower was doing pretty good
agree.
beginning of the year.
Yeah.
Then I think he cooled down a little bit because I remember their
Big
fantasy
teams don't
season.
lose-
He was
don't
having a
lose two in a
hot
row.
streak where every week he was having 22 plus points. I think I lost to one of those weeks.
Sure.
Well, I think they pick receivers that they don't pick high caliber receivers because they know they'll be toting that bitch, running it. So they know most receivers don't want to come to Baltimore. That's why Hollywood Brown wanted out. He said, "Man, I don't be throwing it enough over here." He did. And then he went to he went to Arizona. Tyler was throwing that bitch out of bounds.
I think there are way better odds in the 4 and 5 digit
Play
rather
kinda
than
slow,
the top
like,
ones.
They
Chiefs are just not worth
get to the
it.
free throw line a lot.
But let's
like,
move on to
they
the
are good
Wisconsin's
rebounding.
Purdue. The odds are not out yet as of today, but this is a big game. Last time it was a 1-point game during the Big Ten semifinal. Do you think Purdue's favorite in this one?
Yeah, Purdue will probably be favored. Is played at Purdue. They're ranked higher.
You think there's
Yeah,
any
it's
chance
like
of
no.
upset from Wisconsin's?
It's gonna be tough. When that line comes out, I'll be interested to see what the line is. I'd probably guess Purdue -5.
It's hard.
We'll see when the line comes out how close I was. But Q, I don't know how much you've got to see Purdue play, but I like the little
he's a
point guard,
fantastic
Braden
passer.
Smith.
He was
Right, exactly. That was a close game. That's a good angle. They just
all
came off the
dimes,
loss
too.
to Michigan, coming back
Mm.
home, especially at Mackey Arena, where Purdue is really good at home. So go ahead and clip this when they do put that line out. We're taking Purdue on the spread on Saturday against Wisconsin. Boiler up.
Freedom
Definitely
for
making it to the reels.
Well,
at
nowadays it's more
TikTok.
freedom for point guard. So, like,
What do you think
not every
Wisconsin's
point
strengths
that.
are
Even
in
our
this
pass was more
matchup?
than I shot it.
Growing corn.
Like, wiggle through the defense, try to score, and then
No
I
strength
got two people on me.
Damn.
So
They shoot the three
we
pretty
running
well.
play.
I mean, that's Wisconsin.
They got big guys.
They're what I like to call staples. They're stapled to the ground, you know. They play real fundamental chest pass, backdoor cuts, get your free throws. Not too much athleticism out there in Wisconsin. I think Purdue will run them off the court, man. Braden Smith's going to have a field day.
He's pretty much almost 10 assists average,
Dude,
right?
Yeah,
I've never
JJ.
seen a color
Okay.
average damn
Sometimes
near
all
10
you need
assists
is
like
It's
it's hard to
mismatch.
get
Well, I don't have to
10
run
assists in
20 seconds
college.
off the clock to do that. I
Q,
just
you
set a
know,
down screen.
like,
Set down screen for
Well,
my
Lucas-
wingman.
when
He
Lucas-
get you
Why do
so
you think
far.
it's hard from y'all's perspective? Why it's so hard for the assists? Do you think it's
Q would
harder
know better than
or
me.
easier than like NBA?
Q would know better than me, but probably just less possessions in the
Oh
college
yeah,
game.
for sure. I remember I had like 30, 33 or something like that. And the very next game, and he pulled me up to the bus and said he needs me to pass more. And my first question was like, I mean, who? Yeah, like, so who? We won. And that good during the season either. So like somebody got to play hero ball, and that right there like clocked me out for the season. Like, all right, bro, you got it.
Mm-hmm. Well, the sets every trip down.
Shoot, I mean, Ike, Coach didn't rock with Ike, but Ike was always my first, second pick when we played pickup.
On JJ Redick's podcast, he
Facts.
talked about
Off
how
rip.
they're doing a lot of like
Facts.
unnecessary, really slow movement compared to what you can do more simply. What do y'all think about that take from him?
Slow actions. Yeah, he's talking about college teams running. He's talking about college teams running those slow actions.
Oh, okay. So
JJ's a student of the game, man. Like
Ike's
JJ
from
comes from
Cool.
literally where I grew up. Like the high school he went to, like they're very, very fundamental. He comes from structured basketball.
Shit, that's how I
Basketball
see
that
your
makes
game,
sense, not running and wasted energy, wasted
Facts.
actions. I didn't look too deeply into that quote, but I know JJ is very analytical. But I don't know, man. The college game is kind of in a weird place right now. I'd be interested to get Q's thoughts.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I need to pull that game up, man. He didn't get it. Oh, let's go. Ryan,
Lex. Yeah.
back to you showing me. Let's go. Oh,
Compare
dang.
playing when you're young, growing up.
What did you do?
Did that
Perfect,
disappoint you at all?
Like 5 games. Yeah, for sure. Dang. Hey, you gotta post that one. And you live. Mac. And you live.
Hell yeah. Man, why open gym? My sliders went up.
It might be my lifetime for
My
sure.
sliders went up to like 92.3 open
For
jump.
sure. Ooh.
That shit was like 71 in the game.
That's like NBA COVID
no.
playoff for you.
Facts. Shit is funny.
You remember everybody going bawling.
It's funny, Q, because you see me in college,
Oh,
but
that's
Kelvin seen
recently.
me in high school. Like Kelvin knows, like in high school I was averaging
Oh,
20.
you talking about like last year or something?
Let's go to
I mean,
the Iron Bowl of basketball. Is this the first ever number one versus number two
just as good as
in
anybody else
SEC
coming off the bench?
no,
basketball?
Yeah, bro, he hard.
Because I don't think I
He got
remember.
it. He got it.
it can't, versus each other, it might not happen. But the SEC is the new ACC. Yeah, it's not even close. Matter of fact, the
They
SEC
both
in
shoot
basketball
48% from the field.
is
Bro.
probably more dominant than the SEC in football right now.
That's crazy as a team.
I don't even think the SEC is the best conference in football anymore.
Ew.
Oh, you a Big Ten guy.
Oh yeah, the road run.
Both team is 10-1 in their conference right now. Who do we got? I think this is a really close.
Man, they trying to
I think
party
the spread can
that
be.
night, man.
See,
They trying to
like
have
a
a good
coin
night. They
flip
trying
on
to
this.
get Auburn
Games
up
in
out of their
Tuscaloosa.
rivals. They trying to get them up out of here.
Yep.
Get that one seed because they think it's they gonna. I think these two teams are the best teams in the country.
Nice. Nice. Spears is great. Oh, who's the backup? You remember his name? Aiden Holloway. He nice. I think he's from Charlotte, Kelvin.
He's shooting like 4%, 3-point. He's killing it.
I think Pettiford. He cold. He cold. I'm gonna go with them Tigers, man.
Yeah,
and
man.
Bruce
We ain't talking
Pearl,
about
for one.
Luka Doncic.
Stay tuned to another episode of Slip Chasers. We're gonna break down this game a little more. My other co-host Juan Munoz on. We want to dive more into this game.
Okay, yeah, I'm cool with that.
From a totals perspective, because these are two
definitely
teams that get up and down. Auburn, Bama, they get up and down. They shoot a lot of threes. Auburn and Alabama. So I'd be interested to see when they post a line to see what their total is. Anything under 160, I'm going over. Both of these teams play at a really fast pace. I think the guard and Johnny Broome are going to be the difference.
I'll be throwing lives.
I have a hard time betting against a
those aren't your
7-game
players,
win
though.
streak. Alabama.
Yeah,
that's
you
coming
should,
back
true.
at home as well.
I know a lot of times
I'm
That's
going
a little
anywhere.
bit tough for me.
A lot of times they do for a loss
I'm
too.
going anywhere. I'm trying to find my dream school, man.
Yeah,
Man,
rivalry game.
Notre Dame coach is about to get fired.
I think it's safe to say both are Final Four teams, though. I will say that.
On me, they are.
That's all we have today. Thank you so much for watching and listening to us. Make sure to click the like and subscribe button and comment below your favorite bets this week. You can follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and X for our daily slips as well. Whether you're chasing the next big slip or ending a losing streak, we've got you. Let's go slips chasing. Have a great weekend and chase them slips.